Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Bootstrap tutorial for beginners. In this video we will see how to use a nav bar or navigation bar on our web page using Bootstrap. So first of all, what is a nav bar or navigation bar? So whenever you open a web page, you will be able to see some kind of navigation bar at the top like this, where your brand name will be there and some category or navigation options are there like home, about, or some other options. And you have this drop down menu here, and when you collapse your web page like this, it should become responsive, so you will be able to see this button, and when you click this button you will be able to see your menu item like this also. So let's see how we can create this navigation bar in Bootstrap. So I have deleted all the content from the body, and right now I have nothing inside my body here. So I will start from the scratch here. And first of all, to add a navigation bar, we need to add a element called nav like this, and we need to include this class called navbar, and this navbar minus default is one kind of navigation bar. There are different version or different types of navigation bar, and default is just one type. We will see some other types also. And this navbar fixed at the top, we will see. Let's add this element to our body first, and I will just remove this. And you know what this container does. I have explained you in the last video what is the purpose of this container, right? So let's save it and let's run it on our browser. So this will add this kind of navigation bar on your browser. Okay, now this default navbar default is the feel or look and feel of this navigation bar here. Okay, and navbar fixed top means that your navigation bar will be fixed on the top. Even when you scroll down, you will always see this navigation bar. Your content will be up and down, but this will always visible to the user. Now there are some options like navbar inverse, and what this does, once we refresh the page, you will see this navbar changes to some dark theme. Okay, so if you want this dark theme, you can use navbar inverse. Okay, right now I will use this default. And when you do instead of fixed here, you can use static. And what this will do is, whenever you scroll down your web page, this navbar will also scroll, and it will disappear once you go down to see the content, right? So for fixed, it will be always visible, and for static, it will be scroll down. Okay, now in order to add this button which I was talking about, so when we collapse this, and we will be able to see this button, let's add this button to our navigation bar. Okay, so inside the container we need to add this button, and this button we can add it like this. So I will just add it and explain you what this button is doing in a moment. So just add this button element here, and type of this element is button itself. We will add a class called navbar toggle. Okay, so this represents navbar toggle, and we add two more things here. One is data toggle, which will reference to collapse, and data target, which will be navbar collapse, and this we are going to create. Okay, so once we expand this web page, we want to see these items, and this collapse and navbar collapse will reference to these items once we expand our web page. So for now, let's leave them, but we are going to use them in the later section. Okay. So let's save this and let's see how our page looks right now. So refresh the page, and when I collapse it, it will add this button, but we are not seeing any bar here, free bars, right? Like these. So what we need to do in order to add these 3 bars inside your button, you need to add this span. So this is the recommended span you need to add, which is span class SR only, which is screen reader only, and then you can give any name, for example toggle navigation, and then you can add this icon, bar icon you can say, to your button. So when I refresh this page, it will give me 1 bar. Okay, so 1 span gives me 1 bar, and I'm including icon minus bar class here. Okay, and if I just paste it 2 more times, then when I refresh this page, I can see 3 bars like this. So this is my nav bar toggle or button. Okay, now we want to add our brand name, for example, first, and then the items here on the right? So to add the brand name, just below this button item, you can add this like this here. And what this is going to do is it's going to call this navbar brand, and you can give any reference to your whenever user clicks your this item here, this will reference to this web page, for example www.programmingknowledge.org, right? Something like this. Okay, and this is the title which will appear there. Okay, so once we save it, we are going to refresh our web page, and we can see this programming knowledge brand name here, right? Now our brand name is added. Now we want to add some navigation menu items. Okay, so to add those menu items, first we add a div tag, and if you remember, I was talking about this collapse toggle, data toggle and data target. We are going to add this now. So just below this brand name item here, you add this div element just below this, and this will add your navigation collapse. So you see this collapse will reference to this one, and this navbar collapse will reference to this, right? And inside this div element, we want to add a unordered list which will be aligned on the right. So we will add this line and just close this unordered list. And what this is going to do, this is going to align your list on the right hand side. So nav bar minus nav minus right, and if you do it left, it will align your nav bar to the left. And inside this unordered list, we need to add some list item. So for list item, you can add this element called li. Okay, and you need to include this class called active. And what this is going to do is it's going to make your menu item active, and we will see in a bit what effect it adds. And then you can add a href here, and right now I'm going to add a blank reference or this hash, or otherwise you can add your website name here /home. So this will reference to the home page of your website, and then your home menu name, so just home for example, and just add this reference, and then just add and this unordered list items, sorry. Okay, and what this is going to do, let's save it and let's refresh our page, and this is going to add this home menu item here.